Hello, beautiful heart and souls. Crystalline here. Welcome to my channel, Tune Into Love. Thank you for joining me for another Pick a Card reading. I'm grateful as always to be tuning in with all of you. These are more soul-guided messages from your soul for your soul. And we have 3 different groups to choose from. So take a nice deep breath and tune into the 3 different groups. We have 1, 2, and 3. Whichever group is pulling at your intuition the strongest is most likely the message for you. Could be more than one message here as well. I will place the timestamps in the description for all of you, and I just thank you once again for tuning in. Thank you to all my subscribers. If you are new to the channel and the message resonates, please do subscribe. And with that, let's just get into it. Start with group number 1. Hello, group number 1. Welcome to the reading. Thank you so much for tuning in. Beautiful heart and soul. I'm so grateful to be here with you. So let's see what your soul wants you to know at this time. We have understanding. The number 2, understanding. What a beautiful image. This feels, it feels very mystical, it's an energy of being in solitude, and yet it feels so full of life, fully supported by the elementals of the earth. It's like a feeling of the air feeling like it's supporting you almost, where the air is not like completely clear and crisp, although it is. It's like this purity of energy, but it feels like the air itself is full of life, and it's like kind of like a buoyancy feeling, like an ethereal type of feel. Very mystical feeling. Let me read the message for this card so I can find out what the meanings of the flower and the stone are here for you. And it's the number 2. So I'm feeling like this is you in solitude having some deep reflection time, and it's also about you and your relationship to yourself and someone else or other people in your life, reflecting on partnership and that close intimate connection that you have with someone, that you share with someone really special, someone that you would speak to about things that you wouldn't share with anyone else. So let's read a little bit deeper into this. This is number 2. A lot of reflection on balance and harmony and how you nurture your intimate relationships. Excuse me. Okay, so the flower is called cinquefoil. Cinquefoil. Let me show you the word here if you can see it. Cinquefoil. And then the stone is dioptasi. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'll show you the words here. It says that it promotes the ability to see another's point of view and unravels hindrances to understanding. So that's what the flower is here, which I'm assuming is the yellow flower here. And then the stone is this blue type of aquamarine type of color. Okay, dioptasi enhances heart-centered communication. Creating a bridge between people or groups requires setting the ego aside. Center yourself in love and light with the intent to understand things from the other's point of view. Once you can see all sides, act as a peacemaker, helping others release their biases and view others with compassion and understanding. I am secure enough in myself to see others' viewpoints. I seek to build compassion and understanding between myself and others. Okay, so this is really beautiful energy, and it's really allowing you to be in your power, in your true love power, in your true essence, to really see things for, what they are, instead of creating, false beliefs or illusions or biases or opinions or judgments. This is about you truly being your authentic soul self and seeing others' soul. Seeing their soul inside, seeing their heart, really allowing your heart to guide you in whatever your perspective is. And being able to feel that connection at any time, like when you connect in with nature, when you connect into that pure energy, there's a remembrance of it immediately where you don't have to think about it. And so you have that as your guide. You have that as a way to, feel the contrast that you're feeling and identify it more easily with more awareness. And this is going to help you deeply in some sort of intimate connections that you're building within yourself and with someone else or other people, a particular group. Could be your family, friends. I feel it's mostly, for you and guided for you so that you can more deeply connect with the person or people that, you resonate with in whatever situation you're in, whatever relationship you're in. It's really going to help you define your own boundaries and also experience your own magic and your ability to benefit, yourself and others, no matter where you are, who you're talking to. And mainly it's going to really bring this beautiful connection together, this intimate connection I'm feeling with you and another person, okay? In a way, like, you two understand each other so deeply and you're able to open up and be vulnerable, which allows you to be such a better, like, you feel better equipped to be able to be present with anyone in your life, even if it's, not very often. Like, I feel like there's a security here within yourself where there's no longer a desire or need to be connected to someone necessarily. It's just that it's going to happen naturally for you. Like, the right people are around you, and that's all that matters, okay? So I'm going to pull some tarot cards here from the Sacred Tarot, the Sacred Heart Tarot, the Psychic Tarot for the heart. The Psychic Tarot for the heart. See what comes through here. We have well-deserved reward. This is the Nine of Pentacles. The Crown Chakra, number 7. And the Ace of Swords, clarity of belief. So this is absolutely beautiful. I'm feeling you very much aligned with yourself, very deeply connected with yourself. You're right where you're supposed to be within your heart. Your mind is very clear. There's a lot of inner work that you've been experiencing. You're very connected to your soul, to the divine, to nature, to the soul, to the heart and soul of yourself and others. The way that you feel when you're experiencing different relationship dynamics is spot on. Like, you're really able to tune in. And I want to say it's like you're communicating with the consciousness, the frequency of true unconditional love that connects us all. And so the consciousness that you receive, the support, the reassurance, the guidance, whatever it is, it's very clear, especially here with this Ace of Swords. The purity of your thought is really, I feel like you've come a long way. There's just this feeling of true connection that is, it's just so beautiful. And I feel like it's whatever is going on here, especially with like your own individuality, your own foundational reality, is very supported. It's very strong, and there's rewards coming in for you that are very divinely guided. You're supported so well. It's like there's this beautiful balance between like your finances, your spiritual life, your social life, like whatever it is. It can be. I just feel like it's very balanced. It's very wholesome, and even here with nature, like no matter where you are, what you're choosing to do in life, you're completely right where you need to be, where you're supposed to be, where you want to be, and you know that you're guided. And so here, especially here with well-deserved reward, I feel like you're going to be receiving, it's just going to keep expanding your foundation, your finances, your stability, your home life. All of that feels very secure, and it's very well earned and deserved. So you're able to enjoy it. You're really able to settle in and feel relaxed and not feel stressed out. You feel secure in your home. And you're able to really tune into the consciousness, to your soul, to receive, intelligent information from source, basically. So if you're into writing, especially here with the Ace of Swords, your thoughts are very pure. If you're thinking about writing a book or sharing anything on a blog or anything like that, you're going to do really well. I feel like, you're someone who enjoys reading and learning about consciousness and just how you manifest. It's like beyond manifesting, right? It's just like how you live your life, how you're in tune with life. And there's just so much to discover. I feel like there's a lot coming in for you. And this ability to be able to heal relationships, bridge the gaps. Like, it's like learning. It's like the education that you're receiving from spirit, from source, is really fun. It's really educational. And it allows you to have this awareness to life that allows you to really experience it in the most beautiful ways, and also incorporate it into whatever it is you're doing. I feel for your finances. So it just feels really good. You can feel really good about yourself in so many ways. And it's, being mindful to continue nurturing that about yourself on a daily basis, living your life the way that you want to. Even if it's in solitude, like I'm in solitude right now. I feel like I'm in solitude, although I'm not. I spend a lot of time on my own, and it feels really good because it allows me to, just be myself and learn in the way that I do, unrestricted. And so I feel like there's a lot happening in terms of just feeling really fulfilled and really good in life, okay? Very supported. We have the 9 of Cups here. Wishes coming true. We have the Tower, okay? The Tower with the crown chakra. Wow. So this could be a spiritual awakening that you're experiencing. And we have Death with the Ace of Swords. So there's definitely some sort of spiritual awakening that you're experiencing, and that could be why you're feeling more comfortable being in solitude right now with your own thoughts, with your own well-being, and just really being aware of that and being okay with that. Like this time is supporting that for you. There could have been some sort of unexpected event, or this is an unexpected type of awakening where you're just like, wow, I feel like I'm activating something. I feel like I'm receiving some sort of expansion going on in my consciousness, in my body. I feel like you're receiving a lot of just, divine inner wisdom and insight right now. And it's allowing you to transform any sort of energies within you that are no longer in alignment with where you're going in life, how you're expanding in life. It's a part of the natural evolution of being human, coming into more fully conscious awareness, coming into more responsibility with who you are as a human being, how you live your life, learning about your energy, really being, in control of your own energy and being aware of how you want to express it. Not necessarily based on what everyone else is, guided to do and whatever they're, a part of. This is about you and how you trust your own connection to source. I feel like there's some things that are falling away, and it's like, in your heart that they need to, so that you can move forward in your life and really continue growing and thriving without any hindrance. It's like creating this beautiful energy of support where you can keep growing unhindered. Okay, so as you're going through this process, make sure that you just continue taking care of yourself. Be really mindful about any negative self-talk or allowing any doubt to creep in. I feel like you're going to be guided right away. If anything like that happens, you're just going to automatically, know what you need to do to, whether it's pick up a book or, go outside and take a deep breath. Like there's all these little subtle things you can do that, quickly shift your energy. And this is all because your wishes are coming true. You're manifesting the life you truly desire. And I feel like this is opening you up for a very beautiful, intimate connection with yourself and possibly someone else. I feel like it's someone else. It may not be right now. However, it's like, cultivating that energy for you, so that it's like preparing, for the next phase in your life. But it's also the experience of this is for you and you alone. Okay. And it's just, I don't know. I feel like this, it almost feels like, it's like these are the things that we don't necessarily want to do, but Spirit comes in and does it for us, when we're ready for it. And we simply need to just respond and go with the flow. And there's like this energy that's created for us that's really fun, that's really reassuring and comforting, brings in a lot of relief and a lot of peace and a lot of education and wisdom for us. And we feel like we're maturing, in a conscious way. And it also brings out our vitality and our youthfulness, and allows us to let go of fears. Fears as we're becoming wiser. And I'm just feeling this clarity here with the Ace of Swords. This connection to nature is just really beautiful. The energies swirling around you, and I can feel the air around you. It just feels alive. It feels alive with the good life force energy. So whatever is occurring or whatever happens, you can trust. Like I feel like you're going to feel a deep sense of trust no matter what. Even if, certain fears come up, you're able to face them and turn to your soul in any moment that, it's called for. And that's only going to help you solidify that relationship, that intimate connection with yourself. So there's nothing to fear. You know what you've got to do. Okay, so let's get a few more. Let's get some oracles, and let's get a Bob Ross card here too. I feel like your communication is really going to improve as well, through this process. It's really going to clear out your mind and flood it with just beautiful communication. The ability to communicate really clearly, really well, really confidently. And this is the Four of Cups. You know me. I think there ought to be a big old tree right about there, and let's give him a friend. Everybody needs a friend. Okay? So I'm really feeling this beautiful friendship that you're developing. And I'm saying partnership, friendship. It's someone really special that you just feel an intimate connection with that you will never feel with anyone else. Like this is one of those connections where you both have been through things, you've both experienced things, and it's difficult often to communicate that or talk about that. And it's not even something you would with just anyone, right? It's like something where these experiences that you've had or will have are not experiences that you just talk about in everyday normal life. This is like something you share with someone special, if someone's special there to share it with. I feel like, you're being completely supported in that process. I feel like you're really able to embrace this time in your life because you know that it's, bringing you your wishes, your heart's wishes and desires. I love this. I think there ought to be a big old tree right about there, and let's give him a friend. Everybody needs a friend. Okay. I couldn't agree more with that. That's for sure. You know me. I love it. We have hammer, sabotage, rebuilding, interrogation, repetitive, persistent, working on it. Okay. So again, I feel like this has to do with any sort of patterns that were showing up, especially from the past, that felt sabotaging or that felt like, especially with the tower and rebuilding, it may feel like you're rebuilding from scratch. It may feel like you've had to rebuild your foundation and really work at it. You may have even felt like interrogated at times from, certain individuals or even yourself or different energies. Like, I feel like there's something here where you've been able to stay persistent with it though, and really continue turning to your soul and trusting your soul, trusting love to guide you. And so this has been something you've been working on for a long time. And that's why we have well-deserved reward here with the Nine of Pentacles, like your independence, your sovereignty, your abundance, your financial security, your physical well-being, all of that. Nurturing yourself, taking care of your body, your mind, your heart, your soul, your finances, all of that, your physical reality. It's very well deserved because I feel like this is something you have been working on for quite some time. And that's why Spirit trusts you as well to deliver messages of, whatever's going on in consciousness to help you become very aware of your environment, very aware of the energies around you and how you play a part in all of them, the cause and effect, noticing and becoming aware of your cause, like how you affect others, how you affect the energy. And I feel like it's just been this process for you. So just know that, your persistent consistency is really supporting you in this, and it's giving you strength. It's going to, I feel like it's going to ease off a bit. There may be some more energetic, days where it's just like, whew, but as soon as you get through it, it's like there's just this peaceful vibe where you're so grateful you put the work in, you're so grateful you stay persistent and you didn't give up, and you're going to be able to feel the relief in all of that, okay, and the gratitude. And whenever you're rebuilding something, or even yourself or your foundation, there's such a beautiful it's like you can really appreciate everything you've been through, appreciate yourself for not giving up. And then it's, the meaningfulness of it is amplified because that it's all well deserved. You've worked for it. You've taken the steps every day. You've shown yourself that you can do it. You can manifest. And so it's like no one can deter you from that or like really trigger you to the point of making a wrong decision for yourself ever again. Like, I feel like there's just such relief in that, like being able to trust the decisions you make and knowing that you're doing the right thing for yourself. Okay. I really feel like it's the end too of any sort of negative thoughts or thinking that interfere, that feel sabotaging, you know what I mean? And I feel like if there were any programs or beliefs or negative projections towards you or anything like that, like those are all in the death process right now, transforming out of your life, out of your mind. And so it won't feel sabotaging. It won't feel interrogating. Okay. I am safe and secure in my world. I choose to believe that everyone is always helpful. Therefore, wherever I go in life, people are there to help me. Okay, so again, this is just reassuring you, affirming to you, reaffirming to you that you are safe, that you are secure, because you have that energy to you of being helpful and beneficial, you are attracting the same kind of people into your life, helpful and beneficial people. No matter where you are, where you're going in life, it's like you have this energetic, this energy around you of unconditional love. So wherever you go, it's affecting everyone around you. So when other people are in alignment with that, they're instantly going to feel resonant with you. So if you need help and you ask someone, they're happy to help you. You're no longer going to be attracted to people that are not helpful or that are, just not interested in being a supportive energy. Okay. You're going to be able to feel it immediately and you won't be thinking about it. It's just going to happen naturally the way it's supposed to. Okay. So let's get some oracle cards here. See what else is going on. I guess that one wanted to come out, so we'll see. We'll see what it is here. Be patient, number 2. That's perfect, just perfect guidance. Patience is wisdom, and once we really embrace patience and we understand the quality of it and how powerful it is and how it really allows us to be in that quality energy, we get to know patience, we embrace patience, and it's such a beautiful way to go with the flow when you need to, because you don't feel anxiety or stressed out. You know that everything's being taken care of, and it allows you to let go of fears. It allows you to focus on the truth, the true energy, the purity, the beauty, the love, the strength, the goodness, all of that you're manifesting. So be patient. And this is also a number 2. If this has to do with manifesting a partner or, a special intimate person, be patient, because they're on, it's like you guys are being attracted together at the right time. And I feel like it's this energy of just clearing and then feeling that subtle sacred energy that's always surrounding you and how strong and powerful it truly is. We have to allow ourselves to quiet down. So if you feel like being quiet and just listening and feeling with your senses, that's a really great practice. Not speaking or whatever, because as your thoughts become more, as your mind clears out, you won't have all these thoughts running around in your mind if you've had them, especially anything that creates towers and all of that, like those negative thoughts, those sabotaging type of thoughts. Once they're dissolved and you have those, you come into this time, these it's like the future moving forward. I can feel it. It's like I don't even want to say anything, but it's like the peaceful quiet of your mind, of being able to feel the subtle, essence of life itself around you, and you can listen. And it's like you can focus on what you're doing, and it's like having a loving person around, and you're just like with each other, and you're not really concerned about what the other's doing because you're just in your own thing. And then they walk by and they're like, oh, hey, how's it going? How you feeling? And you're like, oh, I'm good. How are you feeling? What's happening? And then you guys go about your thing, and everything's fine. It's kind of like that, where when you're on your own and you're just, doing your thing, and those negative, dark, nasty thoughts aren't running around, it's so peaceful and it's so calm and serene, and you feel more productive naturally. You don't feel all of this heaviness weighing you down and tiring you out. And so you're able to be more present with just the now moment and the stillness of it. And it's a very strong and powerful energy. And it's like, it creates this sensitivity within us that, can only be felt when we're calm and we're peaceful. So be patient. Okay. I feel like there's a lot of powerful energy that is filtering into you right now, washing over you at times. And it's just, you're allowing yourself to go at your own pace, which is the best thing that you can do. And remind yourself that there's no race, there's no time limit or whatever. This is just, going at your own pace, slow and steady, staying focused in the heart, knowing that you're safe and secure in your world. In your world, you're safe and secure, okay? We have the hawk, omens, messages, 11. So, again, here's another 2, another, 11. This is beautiful to see the hawk because, again, with the silence, and yet if you've ever heard a hawk fly over and you can hear the powerful, flap of their wings, and you've got to be silent to, it's like when you're in nature and you're really quiet and the birds and everything, and they'll notice you and look at you, or you'll see things fly over. That happens because you're just in your natural quality type of energy You're not in a mindset that's, you know, off in another place thinking about things you don't want to, that sort of thing, right? So I feel like you're going to be receiving some really profound messages that are, you know, just for you, that really resonate with you and help you understand things in a deeper level. You know, this is understanding for yourself in a way that you've really been asking for, you know, that deeper understanding of what's really going on and what's it all about. You know, what's life all about? You know, how do I fit into all this? Like, I feel like there's a more profound, deeper understanding of yourself and your purpose here and what you really want to do in life and, you know, how you interact. And I don't know, there's just some really powerful, only you know, okay? Only you know. And, it's like, it's going to feel very much like a wish fulfillment every time you receive that. And I feel like it's just going to keep growing and growing. Reassuring you, reaffirming to you what you already know to be true in your mind or in your heart, in your soul. I feel like it's a remembering of your soul, you know, this beautiful, intimate connection. You may have you may have like feelings of like past lives, or different ancestors within your family or even in the world, you know, people that lived before. You may be more aware of like their consciousness and how they lived in life, you know, kind of like how humans in life live, and certain ones that were more spiritually aware than others. You may be drawn to old books, you know, at an old used bookstore or something. We have adjacent possibilities, number 24. So to me, this is you being open to opportunities and possibilities that maybe you weren't before, especially with the number 2 and the 4. Again, this is a deeper understanding. This has to do with your foundation, the harmonic balance of your own, you know, foundational life, your home life, your relationships. So there could be other possibilities that you haven't thought of, different opportunities. And I feel like you're going to be receiving some guidance when it comes to that, to be open to them, to be open to things possibly moving in a different direction than you thought before. Maybe you didn't even think it was possible before. However, I feel like now there's new signs, there's new messages coming through that there are other possibilities, there's other opportunities, there's other ways to do something. So be open to them, okay? Because if you're open and receptive, you'll receive the right guidance and it'll feel good in your heart. You'll know. I feel like there's a lot of resistance being released, especially through this death process, that maybe just was hindering you or blocking you from being able to even think about it or see it. So it may be things that are just right in front of you that you didn't even notice before because your mind was preoccupied with other things. However, I feel like now you're able to see like there's other doors and windows and openings and things right in front of you that are very much possible for you. I mean, I feel like there's so many, it's all about you being able to choose with your heart and not allowing yourself to feel like, you know, you're limited in any way. Or if you had your heart, if you thought that you were supposed to be doing one thing and now you feel like, well, I could possibly be doing something else, or maybe there's this other opportunity now I wasn't even aware of. You know, don't be afraid to open your heart or try new things or feel into new things, new ideas, especially with this Ace of Swords here. There may be just new inspired ideas that you receive and you're like, wow, you know, I never really saw myself doing that before, but now I feel like, yeah, you know, that's a possibility that actually feels really good in my heart. And I would have never thought about that before because maybe before I stopped myself or I was judging myself in some way. So yeah, be open to that, okay? It may be that something you wanted to do before just isn't working out the way you wanted to. However, it was not supposed to. It was supposed to teach you something. And so, you know, it's like because there's no fear around it or you're letting go of fear, you're able to see something that was even better, you know, than you ever imagined. So just keep that in mind, okay? We have lotus flower unfoldment. So yeah, you're definitely experiencing or about to experience some sort of spiritual awakening. I feel like there's, this is something where only you know what it is that you're going to experience. And this is something that you can embrace in full trust. And it's a part of your own natural unfoldment, your journey in life. Only you know how the pieces all go together, how the whole thing, connects, so to speak. And I feel like this is, just acknowledging that for you. It's a process, it's an unfoldment. It never really ends. It just continues to unfold over time. And it's the experience of it, embracing that experience of it, that is what life is all about. It's not necessarily about a destination or getting somewhere, getting that relationship, right? It's like the whole thing is this unfoldment of your life. There's so much more than just, there's so much more. There's just so much more to come. And it's always unfolding. Your dreams are always unfolding. And I feel like this is a much more peaceful vibe than maybe anything you've experienced in the past. Like, I feel like this spiritual awakening is a part of, you really stepping into your power and feeling that sense of peace that comes with it. It's not like going to be super chaotic, like, and maybe some of the, ones in the past where it was more new to you. I feel like you have more experience and wisdom in your own spiritual journey in life. And so this just feels very peaceful. It feels like you acknowledge and understand quite a bit already. However, this is allowing you a deeper level of understanding with yourself and an intimate relationship. I feel in your future that's manifesting, okay? And of course, it's a result of, your own desires and wishes and wanting to know yourself intimately. So slow and steady, okay? Slow and steady. Like I said, it's, there's no time limit. It's not a race. It's just allowing it to happen in the moment as it happens. There's nothing you need to search for or look for. It's just going to happen naturally. You're going to receive the next step and the next step all without thinking about it. It's just going to show itself to you. Well, this card flipped out. That's not the one I was going to choose. It was Archangel Michael. You can do it. He always likes to come out, give you that encouragement. And we have listen, Manjushri, okay? I love this, as we were talking about that, like, there's that energy of you can do it and feeling really empowered, but there's also, it's about finding that balance between that energy and the quiet stillness, because that energy is equally as powerful, if not more, where you're really in tune and listening. And Archangel Michael will be right there with you listening, it's like there's this energy of reverence and sacredness, and being able to enjoy both, have that balance and harmony in your life, knowing when to, it's like, when it feels right and when it doesn't, and you're learning how to really honor those feelings within yourself. I feel like that's a part of it, is learning how to honor going with the flow and being more a part of the world in a way of, it's like whatever's happening in the world is happening. And so we're either in it and we're in the flow with it, or we're resisting it or fighting it in some way. And so it's not just about us and our own personal reality. It's about us connecting to our soul and being a part of this, whole world together in harmony as well. So once we make that connection, then we're able to feel what's going on in the world. And we don't always know what's happening with other people. We can feel, though. We can feel our way through it, really listening to our intuition, tuning into our senses, our instincts, how things feel in our bodies, listening to unconditional love versus, anything else, which is really, when you're out in nature, that's the best way to practice it, right? Because you can feel the vibe really easily and effortlessly. And then it's like, if you're in nature and you're out there for a couple days, like say you're out hiking or camping, or you go out and spend a day in nature and then you go back into the city or something, you really can feel the difference, right? Well, it's like I feel like you're really being shown things in a way that is more magical, deeper, and you'll understand, as you experience it. I feel like there's messages here that you're going to be receiving that are, it's a new experience. It's really magical. It's really beautiful. And, it's time. It's just time. So let's actually get one last card here from Nature's Whispers before I close the message. We have illumination, number 2. Look at that. It's a number 2. So pay attention. I feel you will be seeing a lot of 2s around, or pairs of things. This is absolutely beautiful. Illumination, and she's here with this giant moth. Her gown almost looks like butterfly wings under the big full moon. So your intuition really, really lit up, really feeling it, feeling the pull. And it's all just so beautiful. You're really in tune with it. So trust yourself, keep going, and, enjoy this process. Be gentle with yourself. Just remind yourself to love yourself and be kind and gentle to yourself, and, to honor the quiet stillness within you, and to enjoy, the process. Don't try to feed anything feisty or negative if it arises. Get out your pen and paper and do some journaling, take a hot bath or a cool shower or something, whatever you've got to do. I feel like it's going to be really easy to shift your energy if you need to. There's just so much illuminated for you right now, and you're going to be immersed in it. It's going to feel amazing if it's not already. Okay. So group number 1, that is your message. Thank you so much for tuning in with me. I'm so grateful for all of you, truly so grateful. Thank you to all my subscribers. I love you infinitely. If you are new to the channel, please do subscribe if the message resonated, and welcome. It's really good to have you all here. I will be back again soon with another message. And so until then, be good to yourselves always, okay? Sending all my infinite love as always as well. Peace. Hello, group number 2. How are all of you beautiful heart and souls? Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm so grateful to be here with all of you. So let's see what your soul, what your heart wants you to know. We have balance. This is the number 14. This is also temperance in the tarot. So balance, masculine, feminine energies, tempering any sort of emotions or feelings that feel triggering in any way. Practicing patience, really coming into alignment with yourself, your angels, your guides, your spirit team, the universe, the cosmos, right? I feel like the earth energies, you're really in tune with the consciousness, your pure consciousness right now. I feel like it's really helping you through any sort of troublesome type of energies, any feelings of being impatient, having your emotions tested, kind of stretched, pushed, prodded, pulled. I feel like you're really learning what balance is for you. Let's pull some tarot cards here. I'm going to pull from the Psychic Tarot of the Heart. I feel like you're also really getting in tune with who you really are. In terms of like, what is your feminine energy? What is your masculine energy? How do you find this balance within all the chaos? I feel like there's a lot of kind of cosmic intervention. I'm hearing cosmic. We have the number 14, which is, it's like new experiences. I feel like for you, it's new in terms of like learning about yourself and like how you're learning to respond to different scenarios, situations. Relationship type of energies that are created from relationships, especially the, masculine, feminine type of relationships, learning a lot about different dynamics within the feminine and within the masculine, and how we each deal with, we have our own things going on, like the feminines experience things that the masculines don't, and vice versa. So I feel like you're really being shown a lot about that, and learning a lot about yourself in this process of like how to really be able to focus on what's yours, and to let go of what you have no control over, and still being able to communicate, still being in awareness of it, still being able to be like, okay, I'm aware of that. However, the only thing I can do is respond to this. There's not really anything I can do to change it necessarily, except for respond. Like, there's a responsibility when it comes to, healing our own energy. We cannot heal another person's energy. They have to learn how to become aware of it as well, and then do the work on themselves, just like we are, So it's like, as we heal ourselves, yes, we heal others. And at the same time, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to, jump on board with it. They still have to act in ways that are in alignment with that healing process. So there's something here about you really feeling that and understanding what you are responsible for and what you're not. Okay. So we have sadness and isolation, which is the Three of Swords. Observe, this is the Hanged Man, number 12. And the Hermit, 9, seek. Okay, so this is a time where you're being guided into more internal work. I want to say it's like I'm hearing self-isolation. It's almost like this energy of embracing it because, and this is very similar to the first message. The first message may resonate with you as well, although it's a different dynamic. It still has to do with relationships and your intimate connection. I feel like this one's more focused on yourself, really taking more time for self-care, self-love, nurturing yourself, not worrying so much what everyone else is, thinking or going through, that we're all responsible for healing ourselves and working on ourselves and improving ourselves and creating our own happiness. So I feel like you're really able to observe right now. It's like you feel like you can't really move, like you're kind of stuck with the hangman. And this energy of temperance really intervening, really being there to support you, because it can be very difficult to feel like, you can't do anything about it. You have to just, be in it. And so I'm feeling here, it's like the Three of Swords, there's thoughts that are being, regurgitated or recycled that are not serving, that are not beneficial. And I feel like you're able to identify those. And it just because you can identify them and see them doesn't mean they don't still hurt. That doesn't mean they don't still cause pain, and they can be very frustrating and aggravating, and it's like you just want to scream and shout, and it's like, what do you do, right? So I feel like there's, a lot of support around you to allow you to have space to yourself when you need time to yourself, or when it's like, I'm feeling like it's really important for you to be able to have that space to go be with yourself, doing whatever it is that you do to calm yourself, to tune into your own consciousness, to tune into the consciousness that nourishes your body, mind, heart, and soul, to connect with the universe. I'm hearing the cosmic universe, to connect with the cosmos, the stars, and the multiverses. There's more than just one reality and one way to live. And it's like your soul is like hungry for consciousness and learning about different ways of life and experiencing all the variety of life, and not just being stuck in like one stream of consciousness or one way of doing things. I'm feeling like this multi-dimensional quality around you that is really, it's exciting and it's fun, and you want to, it makes you feel alive and excited to be here. So I feel like you're really able to, if you can really embrace it in the moment, when you do, you're able to observe things in new ways and feel, the vitality returning, and feel the purpose and feel the direction. And I feel like this experience of going through the Three of Swords energy, the heartbreak, the sadness, the loneliness, feelings of, I'm even hearing like rejection or not fitting in or being judged or not accepted, any of those feelings where you just don't feel like you're right where you belong. It's like a springboard here. So you see how she's like, there's one side of it where you feel sad and you feel like just, curling up in a ball in the fetal position and not doing anything. And then you have that moment of empowerment, and you're like, you know what, I can make better choices for myself, and I can choose my own reality, and I can choose, this is my life. And she's like, oh, she's just like a springboard. She's like embracing, all that's out there, all the love that's out there for her or him. And I feel like there's just, with the rainbows here and like her being very stoic in this image, you're able to look at yourself from all these different perspectives and imagine yourself in different scenarios and in different relationships, that you feel like you can just be yourself and be alive and experience whatever it is that your heart desires. So you're really being guided in this time. And with the Hermit, this is a time where it's always meant to be for you with this, to discover what your own path is, and recognizing we all have different paths to walk. No one walks in our shoes. So, your soul's guiding you, their soul's guiding them. And, when you're meant to be with someone, you're guided together. You're naturally guided towards the same things. And so it's only natural to feel that resonant energy. And so I feel like you're learning a lot about relationships and finding that balance within yourself and saying yes to what's true for you, really honoring your boundaries, learning how to really honor yourself, nurture yourself, love yourself the way that you're meant to be loved. And, having some quality time to yourself, to just do whatever activities or enjoy whatever it is you do, to meditate, to connect, to have fun, to enjoy your life, to feel that connection with yourself. It's like it's like, vitamins for the soul, for the body, for the consciousness. And it's important. They're a priority. So, the time is there for you. It's being created for you to really make this a priority in your life so that you can continue doing that. Okay. And it'll get better and better. It's going to give you a whole lot of new insight into yourself, and it's going to empower you in ways that are going to feel really good and natural. And, it's a process. It's not always easy. It's definitely can be very difficult. So be gentle and kind to yourself as often as possible. Or if you notice that you're not being, just see that as an opportunity, to correct it and to feel that empowerment that comes with it. You can see yourself from all the different ways that you speak to your own self. And you can also derive where that came from, and be like, okay, well, that's not me and that's not true. And that perspective isn't, serving me or whatever. This one really is. And I want to practice this perspective more in my life. So it's like you're allowing yourself to really feel into and practice what it is you want, how it is you want to be, and doing it, actually doing it. So be patient, okay? Be patient with yourself. Look at that, the 10 of Cups. So this is what you truly desire and long for, is that 10 of Cups energy, where you just feel like you're with the right people, you're in the right home, you feel everything feels perfect in the world, it feels beautiful, very, very much, happy in your emotions, in your mind, in your body, your heart, your soul, all of it, feeling that connection with people that's real. And it's not just some picture on a card. It's not just fake, it's real. So we have the 8 of Wands and the seven of Wands. Okay, so I feel like it's like you're identifying what you really want. You're feeling what's truly real and authentic and what isn't. And that it's not just about what we see, it's about what we feel. That's, truly, because, we can see a pretty picture of a family all smiling, and then as soon as the camera's not on them, or, post that picture up and everyone thinks they're a happy family, but really inside they're all fighting all the time. You know what I mean? Like, I'm feeling that here in this card, and it's like, it's not always what it appears to be, right? And so you're able to see that, or you're beginning to see that right now, and identify, where in your life you're attracting certain things so that you can identify how to attract what you truly want, right? You can focus on what it is that you truly want and let go of what it is that you don't. And I feel like there's a lot of beautiful communication that you're receiving right now. You may be receiving messages. You may feel inspired to communicate more with your true, authentic, spiritual voice, your own voice, your truthful voice. It's really going to be supported. So when you're, speaking to yourself or speaking to anyone else, you're really able to be in your power. Especially, I feel like you've learned a lot. So there's a lot of knowledge that you've been, educated with yourself with. And so you're able to communicate more clearly your truth, and I feel like, it's like stand your ground here with the 7 of Wands when it comes to really following your own path, really trusting your own inner guidance. Even if you have to go it alone, it's going to feel so much better than being surrounded by people who are just constantly fighting all the time and creating conflict and bickering and, keeping you stuck in some sort of, path that's not right for you. Like, I feel like this is so chaotic and there's just so much, disagreeing energy, and nobody even knows why. It's just kind of like selfish, like, this is my way. No, it's my way. It's my way. And you're like, I've had enough of this. It's like you've got to stand your ground right now and really, be willing to go it alone if that's what it takes, because, being at peace with yourself, feeling that peaceful connection and vibe so that you can actually embrace the life you want is going to feel a whole lot better than this. And so you're really supported in that right now. And the communication is just like, that's, I feel it's very strong. Your truth is very strong. So this is really good. This is really good to see, because it means that you're not holding yourself back, and it's all divinely inspired from your soul. It's not just like, thoughts floating around in your mind. It's not like defensive energy. It's very proactive. It's very much in your power and your truth. Okay. And this is definitely worth fighting for, in a sense of, you don't need to fight. You just need to stand your ground and stay true to yourself. Okay. Because the 10 of Cups, The Eight of Wands, open, clear communication, fun, enjoyable, inspiring communication that lights you up, that you feel alive. You're like, oh, this feels so good, I don't have to, be defensive or explain things or whatever it is. Like, you're just in your vibe. And so I feel like you have access to that right now, which is really good. And again, it's a very positive thing to be in the hangman position right now for you, because it's giving you such deep insight, and to have this time to yourself, to honor this time as, being more in hermit mode, going within yourself, and, being able to choose how you do that. Okay. This is opening you up for the 10 of Cups, and this is really beautiful. So let's get some oracle cards here. The Ace of Cups, and success with painting leads to success with many things. It carries over into every part of your life. So, this is so beautiful, because I feel like, your daily practice of really tuning in with yourself is, showing you how powerful you are, and the power you have to create change in your life and create your own reality the way that you want to, the way that feels right for you. You are in success. You've really embraced that success energy, success mindset, and it's carrying over into every single part of your life. It's transforming your entire life. And, I feel like here, even with the Seven of Wands, it's very a temporary energy, and everyone's learning something. There's nothing here that feels like it's like damaging in any way, or anyone's getting hurt. Like, everyone is like, learning something about themselves, and it's just time for you. It's like you've already learned so much that you don't need to be a part of it like in that way anymore. So you're able to honor this feeling inside of you, and kind of like break away when you need to, and honor your alone time, honor the time to have self-care, and keep going with it, because it's leading you to success with many different things in your life, and that just continues to fuel your heart, to your cup to overflowing. I love it. We have love that you are different, number 25. Okay. So if you feel like you're different, or you don't quite fit in, or you're just a little odd, or whatever it is that you feel about yourself, just love that about you. Love that you're different. Love that you're more in tune with the energies, that you're more connected to your heart and soul, because that's the cream of the crop, being your own character, being your own personality. That's what we all love and adore deep down. And I mean, it's like, I wish that we saw more of it in the world. And so please, keep being yourself. Love that you're different. Love that you're special. You're unique. You're kind. You're loving. You have a big open heart. You're willing to discover life and love life. And it helps you see how beautiful life really is. If we were all the same, it would be so boring, and we wouldn't learn anything new. We wouldn't have any fun. I don't know. I love characters. I love people who are really authentic, and in their, they have a unique character, and they know who they are, and that requires us to really believe in ourselves. And so I love seeing this, because, there's so many of us, and oftentimes we feel like we have to isolate or go it alone, and we do for a little while sometimes. However, we come out of that. It's only temporary, okay? And as you do, you really embrace it, and then you have so much fun just being yourself, because there's no one like you. There's no one like you. And there never will be ever again, okay? You're the only one that can be you. And we have the Death card here for number 46. So I feel like there is some sort of clearing going on, especially within relationships. They could be soulmate relationships. I feel like it's bringing a lot of balance and harmony back into your reality that may have felt like it was absent for some time. And I feel like it does have to do with soulmate relationships. It feels very natural, like a progression of just natural soul growth and what needs to happen. And it's more like a transformation, just becoming more aware of what has to go, what doesn't serve in terms of behaviors and thoughts, programs. Because I'm not feeling like there's this energy where you're like, cutting anyone out of your life, so to speak. It's more so like just allowing things to be, and allowing people to be where they are in life, and knowing that we're always connected on some level, no matter what, even if we have to separate for a little while, or just be by ourselves for a little while. it allows the heart to heal. It allows the truth to really come in, and it allows us to see things from a new perspective. And then when we are able to communicate again, we're, heart-centered, and things are able to resolve, and we're able to grow from that experience. So I feel like this is a very natural process that you're experiencing, to be, gentle on yourself. It's really good to embrace these moments in time when you get to be on your own and cultivate that, just that extra nurturing care for yourself, because your heart needs it. It needs it to be strong and to keep going and to feel safe in the world, to feel good in the world, and for you to feel inspired and allow your cup to fill and overflow, because you can't pour from an empty cup, right? So let's see what else we got here. If we don't nurture ourselves and take care of ourselves, and our cup is empty, we're no good to anyone. We're not even any good to ourselves. So it's really good, and becoming aware of that and learning how to do that every day for the rest of your life. There's so many infinite ways to do it. It's about embracing, patience right now, just being really patient. We have attachment, the number 5. Okay. So I feel like this is why temperance is here, and the hangman, 3 of swords, you're letting go of attachments, especially around relationships, certain behavior dynamics, behaviors, programs, limiting beliefs of lack and worry, fear of not, of being alone. And it's helping you remove the masks. It's helping you remove whatever's not authentic for you, anything that's not true to who you really are, your truth and your character, your personality. It's a time when your personality is going to really begin to shine. You're going to really notice your personality. You're going to be really grateful for it. And you're going to begin embracing it in new ways, and to feel how it empowers you and allows you to feel like yourself, where you feel at home with yourself. And it's going to feel really good to release those masks or any sort of attachments that you've been carrying within yourself that made you believe that this is what you had to be or do to fit in or to be accepted or loved. This is going to be about really learning how to love yourself unconditionally, embracing your true authenticity, embracing that you may be different. There's a freedom and liberation that comes with that. Okay. So anywhere where you're feeling those attachments, give yourself, that's part of the death process, and letting go of those false beliefs about yourself. Because when you remove the mask and you remove those behaviors and you feel yourself and you're like, oh, okay, this is who I am. And this is just something, this is a behavior I can change. This is a perspective I can change. It's not actually who I am. It's just a perspective or a behavior or a belief of some sort that I, for some reason, believe was true. It was instilled in me. It was just the way it was, whatever it is. And you realize it doesn't have to be that way. And you feel yourself even stronger than ever before. It's going to continue guiding you. Okay. And it's a process. It's, give yourself time, remind yourself that it takes time. And, temperance is really good with patience. Anytime you feel overwhelmed or you need to embrace patience, think of the temperance card, think of the archangels, because that's that strength that they have. They have this immense quality of patience and strength that is, I don't know, it's like the energy, like if you're freaking out and their presence is felt, you immediately feel calm. Even if things are still a little wild, you feel calm, in a way that's okay. You can take a deep breath and you can see the situation from a clearer perspective. It's like you're able to kind of remove yourself somewhat from the situation and see yourself observing it instead of being a part of playing into it, So, yeah, this is going to be good. Okay. This is really good. You're going to feel really good as you release these attachments. It's going to help you just feel a lot more like yourself. It's going to happen very naturally too, okay? There's nothing to fear. You can really embrace letting go of fear and all of that, okay? We have breathe. Yeah, I was feeling that. Take some nice deep breaths whenever you feel that energy rising within you. Just inhale love, exhale love. See the strong presence of the angelics, the masters around you. Just when you feel their energy, when you feel that presence, that empowerment, that integrity that really steps in and you can embody it, that's really going to help you. You're going to feel really good. And I'm feeling like meditation here. This is the similar pose that she's in. We have a younger woman and an older woman here. And I don't know, I feel like this energy of, this maternal ancestry type of energy, this maternal energy that comes in and just feels very comforting, especially when, things feel like, what do I do? We don't know who to turn to. We kind of like think of our mom or like a mother type of energy. So I'm feeling this like very peaceful vibe. Like it's as simple as just allowing yourself to close your eyes and take a nice deep breath. See yourself breathing in life energy, exhaling any death type of energy. Don't worry so much about it. It's just like visualizing it in your mind and seeing it releasing from your body. I feel like that's really going to help you a lot, and it's going to help you feel like you're kind of in your own reality, even if you're surrounded by things. It's like I feel like it's going to center you, it's going to ground you, it's going to show you a lot, okay? And it's just going to calm you down if you need it, and it's going to give you some beautiful, like, it's like tools, for learning how to just ground yourself and be centered in yourself. Even when you're not experiencing, things at a heightened awareness, you're more open and receptive to the fun stuff that wants to pour through you. Okay, you got to get through some of this attachment energy, let the death process occur energetically within you, release anything that's no longer serving. And I feel like it's, a lot of it is happening through your breath work. If you're doing any breath work or just taking a few nice deep breaths whenever you think about it, let your body just breathe some extra deep breaths here and there. That's going to help a lot, okay? You don't have to overdo it or anything like that. Just moments here and there. You don't even have to be in a yoga pose like that unless you want to. You can do it anywhere at any time. I mean, it helps if you're focused on your intentions. However, it doesn't have to, life is happening, so you can't always do that. And so there's really no excuse. You can just do it anytime you want. Let's see. We've got Divine Love, number 31. I love this. See how leisurely it feels? I feel that, it's like it doesn't have to be like this super strict meditation. Like, I don't know. I feel you just like opening up and being more relaxed about the whole process of really being in tune with your spirit. That it's more playful, it's more relaxed, it's more leisurely. She's just casually lying here in the grass, the bird's bringing her something in her hand. What is this? A little ribbon or something. Just very sweet. She's been out picking some flowers, the roses, just enjoying the scenery, feeling at peace, feeling at one, with the earth, with herself, with life itself. It feels really sweet and really beautiful, like very relaxed. Like you just feel really good. It's much better than all this chaotic, energy where you have to stand your ground. And, even here, like the Ten of Cups is so nice under the stars. It feels very good. It's too easy to embrace because it's right. It feels really good. So the contrast, noticing the contrast, it's easy to move forward in the right direction. It's easy to embrace the path that's right for you. Even if it feels more difficult at times to make those right decisions, it frees you, it liberates you, it opens you up. And I feel like you're learning a lot, like I said earlier, about the dynamics of, men and women, especially, and how, it's different for the masculine, feminine, yet it lives within you, the masculine energy and the feminine energy. So it's all about how you learn to connect to yourself, which translate how you connect to others. So we have ceremony, invocation. Okay, so you may be feeling guided to do your own little ceremonies with nature, with yourself, setting your intentions, having your own little rituals or whatever it is that you want to do, bringing in the earth elements, rocks, like lighting a candle, even if it's just lighting a candle, with the intention of connecting to the earth elementals. It could be the fire, just like lighting a little candle and reminding you that you have a flame inside you, like your heart. And yet it's very peaceful. It's real energy though. It's real alchemy. The rocks, they're real earth energy, and that energy is felt within your body, to the intention to connect with the earth, the intention to connect with yourself, in ways that are beyond yourself, right? Like going out and touching a tree, you're actually connecting physically with that tree and showing it that you love it, you care, you care about the environment, laying in the grass, being present with it, not feeling like you're just there to do a spiritual practice, that you're actually enjoying the environment itself, that you're actually appreciating, the bird and having fun, and, making that connection in the physical reality is really powerful for us. And it reminds us so subtly, of what's really true and what's really enjoyable in life. And it shows your intention, and that response is felt. You're going to feel a response. You're going to receive, more affirmation. It's like give and receive. It's this beautiful energy of give and receive. Okay. I'm even feeling here like the birds. It's like your intention is to connect. And so the birds feel that, and they come in, they watch you, little squirrels are watching you in the trees. This rabbit's like, I'm different too, or whatever this is. There's just, it's felt, so I feel like this may help you connect even deeper to the elements that are around you, especially the earth elements. I'm feeling with air here, we have breathe. Okay, so it's just becoming more aware of the elements: earth, air, fire, water, ether. Okay. Doing your own little thing, not reading it out of a book necessarily, but doing your own little thing. Just, you can get ideas, and then you'll notice that your soul and the elements that you're connecting to will kind of just guide you in fun ways, divining with yourself, kind of playing around, being playful about it. I don't know. There's going to be some fun things here. Building your own little, rock altar, your own little mandala or something like that, where it's just like, it's kind of like fun, like doing art or a puzzle or something, where you don't really have to think. You just intuitively do it. And no matter how you do it, it's always right. Like there's no wrong. You can receive a lot of beautiful, affirmation, knowledge, wisdom that just pours through you and through your feelings. And here we have mother, wife, sister, daughter. Okay, so a lot of healing energy with the feminine. I'm feeling the motherly energy, the maternal energy, the life force energy, the creation energy really with you. So if you are, really in tune with healing any sort of feminine energies, especially, I feel like there's a lot of insight and clarity around that right now. And the flowers, like there's something here about really being in tune with the creation energy, the feminine energy, and coming into balance with the masculine energy, because it is a very masculine dominant type of reality where there's a lot happening that we're just a part of as feminines, or the feminine energy is a part of, that's not necessarily even aware of it sometimes. And it affects us on an internal level, where the masculine energy may not be as aware of it because they're masculine and they may not understand. So I feel like there's some sort of understanding going on here with you and your own feminine energy, and also the masculine energy within you. And, this applies for men or women watching this. It's becoming aware of it. And there's something heightened here with the feminine energy sort of guiding the process, through creation, through being more intuitive, feeling the emotions on a deeper level, understanding how thoughts and emotions relate to each other. And, it's like a mother loves her child no matter what, unconditionally, no matter what they look like. I love all animals. Nothing's ugly to me that's created from nature, that's created, from life itself. Nothing is ugly to me. I see the soul within everything. I feel the soul within everything. So there's some sort of conscious awareness here being brought to light between, how we think, how we feel, and how we act on those feelings, because we don't always act on our thoughts, but we usually do act on our feelings. Or, it could be that there's feelings not being acted on and only thoughts. Okay, so there's some sort of connection here with that. Some sort of deeper understanding and awareness. And I feel like the maternal energy, the motherly energy, mother, wife, sister, daughter is going to be really helpful in, creating an energetic feeling of comfort and nurturing and relief. You may want to hug your mom or call your mom. You may not. It's just there's something here about the cosmic mom, the earth mom, the earth energies, that sort of thing. Being your own mom type of thing. Maybe not relying so much on a mom, and more so relying on yourself like a mom. I don't know. However it resonates for you, you'll know what's right for you. We have come to the edge. These cards have been coming out quite a bit this last week. So it's worth a risk. Wherever your heart is nudging you and guiding you, it's worth taking that risk towards it, because there's no going back, and it's not going to get any better if you don't start listening to your heart and following your heart's guidance, which you are. Obviously you're watching this message, but I feel like there's something within you that makes you believe that you're not. And I feel like you are. It's just a matter of being aware of, why things feel challenging at times, and what you can do to, feel like you're nurturing the process along. So you feel like you're not just doing nothing, you know, because I feel like you feel more relief when you're actually doing something that, you know, creates results in your life. And so these things, these simple things is just like creating your own little, like intentional little ceremonies, really noticing things, going out in nature and laying in the grass, you know, just little things that you can do. I feel like your senses are really thirsty for that, you know. And when you're drinking your water, set intentions, you know, write down little affirmations, put them around you, get a new book, you know, create that space where you can read the book, be proactive in the process. And it's, you know, this is all about learning and growing and recognizing how you create it. So there's something here with the creation energy, and it wants to teach you things and give you, you know, education about it, knowledge, you know, growth and wisdom, what it means to be human, how we create, how we co-create together the life that we want, how we co-create for ourselves first and foremost, and how connected we are to each other. We all affect each other, no matter what. We're all connected through our heart and soul. So when we learn how to really embrace unconditional love, and we can see what's ours and what isn't, and how we become beneficial, then we feel that beautiful connection with the all-in-one, the cosmic universe, the multiverse, your own universe, whatever it is. And we're able to interact in such a beneficial way when we want to interact. And when we, you know, when we don't, we do our own thing, and we're all independent and sovereign. And yet it all works together somehow really beautifully. Okay. We have love matters, number 43. Okay, love matters. It's the most important thing. It's what's guiding this whole thing. It's what life's all about, is love. Love is the life energy. The life energy is love. It's what allows our experience here to be what it is, to be so good. It's either really good or, you know, it's not. And if it's not, it's because there's an absence of love somewhere. You know, there's a denial of it. There's a rejection of it. There's like unconditional love is shunned. It's not embraced. And so this is all about embracing unconditional love. And once you do, then you begin to understand why it's so important. And love, you know, it's all that truly matters, because without love, nothing is happy. Nothing is happy at all. It's just like the negativity takes over, and before you know it, everything's dead, you know, and it's just miserable and suffering. And so it's really important when you do recognize it to embrace it and have gratitude for it. And it's what allows you to see a future that is full of life and color and fun and love and joy. It's what allows you to see this 10 of Cups, even when you can't see it. Not just see it, but be able to create it and live it as well. You know, this is what you're creating. This is what you're going to be experiencing if you're not already. You know, this is what you came here to do. And so we're very resilient. We're very strong. We're infinite beings. You know, we love to learn and grow. And so it's just recognizing that anything that feels dark or heavy is temporary. It's all temporary. It's all lessons. There's no mistakes. There's only lessons. There's only wisdom. Patience is love, and love is wisdom. Patience is wisdom. And the more wisdom that you embrace and learn, the calmer you become, and the more you begin to understand how it's all connected and how magical it really is. And there's, you know, so much more going on than we actually realize. So I feel like you're going to be seeing, you know, a much bigger point of view, and that's going to bring you a lot of relief too, to know that you're not alone in this. There's many of us. There's many of us. There's a, you know, we are all lovers deep down at our core. And so I feel like it's going to help you see the world in a much more receptive type of way, where you feel more safe, you feel more a part of the love, a part of the stability, a part of the safety. And you're going to feel the connection to the consciousness of all the other human beings on earth that also, you know, embrace that way of life. And so I feel you getting stronger. I feel this experience is a platform for you, and you're really going to love it. And you're going to, I don't know, there's just this beautiful energy here of recognizing how important love is, and how much it matters. It actually matters. It comes into, goes into physical matter. It comes into physical matter. What's the matter, you know? Is it love, or is it the absence? I don't know. This is just so beautiful here. And we have the 43. So, you know, your personal foundation of just beautiful co-creative energies, beautiful relationships forming, coming together, creating co-harmony together, and then co-creation with the 3. I feel like, you know, co-creation with life itself and your people that you love, whatever it is. Embrace any sort of solitude time right now, because it's really going to help you just feel yourself and really know yourself in so many deep ways and help you heal whatever you need to heal within yourself, and then be able to connect in the way in the world that you want to, that's right for you, that's authentic for you, okay? Honoring your privacy, honoring your healing time, honoring yourself, respecting yourself, loving yourself with honor and courage and bravery, and then being able to be in the world comfortably and confidently the way that's right for you, being your true authentic self and having fun, okay? So group number 2, that's your message. I truly hope it resonated. I hope that it just brought some peace and wisdom and affirmations, guidance moving forward. It's all about balance right now, so embrace the balance and know how supported and loved you are. You're so supported. There's so many unseen energies supporting you, and earth energies that are really excited to support you, okay? So thank you to all my subscribers for tuning in. I love you infinitely. And if you are new to the channel and the message resonated, please do subscribe. I will be back again very soon with another message. So be really good to yourself. Keep being good to yourself, and take your time. Go at your own pace, okay? Slow and steady. I love you all. Infinite love always. Peace. Hello, group number 3. Welcome to your message. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm so grateful to be here with you as always. So let's see what your soul, your heart want you to know at this time. We have embrace the feminine, number 10. I love this. The second message may resonate with you somewhat. It was talked a lot about the feminine. I felt a lot of feminine energy coming through. So there is a beautiful energy here with the feminine quality, the feminine aspect, a lot of creative energy, a lot of creation energy, a lot of creativity. I'm feeling a lot of maternal type of energy pouring through here. So there could be, especially with the number 10, new opportunities, new insight into, your intuition and how you want to create something. I feel like something is gestating. I feel like something is growing. I feel like something is ready to be birthed into the world soon. And there's this energy of guidance and wisdom, or you're thinking about creating something. Very much in tune with the earth, very much in tune with your soul, your authentic creativity. Feels very, very good. And it feels like, this is so in alignment with the direction that we all want to go in life, when it comes to creating that true, unconditionally loving quality of energy. This is something that, is really important to the heart and soul. I feel like there's a seriousness almost to her face. Like this is a sacred type of creation energy. This isn't just like something you do for money or like just for fun. This is like something important, like bigger, involving, the benefit of the world. So you're really being encouraged to embrace the feminine so that you can receive these type of energies, these receptive energies within yourself, connecting you to your intuition, your instincts, your gut instincts, your guidance, your sensitivities, your very quiet sensitivity, like the subtleness of your quiet nature. When you're quiet, when you're receptive, when you're listening to the energy that's around you in a more, in a more serious way. And here we have the Tower. Rebuild, 16. We have 7 of Cups, daydreams and decisions. Okay. And we have Blossom, which is judgment, number 20. So I think it's, let me make sure, because I haven't tuned into this deck for a while. Let me just make sure. I'm pretty sure 20, that's judgment. Yeah, it is. There's something here about a spiritual awakening that's occurring. I'm feeling like with the Tower and with judgment and this new opening up of your heart space, there's something here about your heart really opening, your emotions really in tune with life itself, like the subtle energies of nature that are so powerful, so profound. There's this sacred quality to it, like in her face. This is like bigger than you can see. It's something that you feel very deeply. And there's a reverence here. There's a deep respect and honoring of the sacred energy, of the balance and the harmony, being in tune with it, respecting it, loving it, knowing how to nurture it in the way that it really truly thrives. It's not so much about like, I think this is the way. It's being open and receptive to what is the way. What is the way? Like allowing nature to teach you, allowing your soul to teach you, versus the human being saying, well, I know this is how it's supposed to be and this is how it's always been done, even though the results are never form into what we want. It's like you're letting go of all of that. And I feel like here with the tower, there was some sort of spiritual awakening, or it's going to happen in the near future. It could be very sudden, where, and if it hasn't happened already, and see how she's covering her heart. This is something like even her gown is like breaking apart here. There's some sort of energy that's emanating out of you and you can no longer contain it. It's like your heart energy is ready to blossom. There's a blossoming here, even coming out of her here. It's forming into physical matter. So you're really being guided right now to tune into your heart and to listen, to the voice of your heart. To not speak so much is what I'm feeling, and to allow instead yourself to listen to your heart and what your heart has to say. And this is done through your feelings, noticing how you feel with any given thing, anything you're tuned into. How does this make me feel? How does this make me feel? And then feeling it through listening. So it's like if you're, looking at a flower, for example, and you're just quiet and you ask yourself, like, how does this make me feel? And you allow yourself to feel the feelings of, wow, it's really beautiful. It feels beautiful. And then what that feeling, what the feeling of beautiful is. Or when you tune into, someone yelling and screaming and you say, oh, how does this feel? And you may say, oh, well, this feels like they're upset about there being an injustice or whatever. Like you're going to be able to translate it in a different way, instead of just hearing words, instead of just hearing, sounds or whatever. You're actually hearing the feeling behind it. So there's some sort of new awareness. It's a deeply profound spiritual awareness that I feel like you're beginning to embrace. Okay, so it's like you're beginning to become aware of it, and if not, you will. And this allows you to feel into different sort of heart-centered choices in your life, right? When it comes to how you fulfill yourself, how you want to feel in your life, the activities, the home, the relationships. Why are you doing what you're doing? Is this in alignment with your heart and soul? Is this nourishing yourself right now? And, her eyes are closed here and she has her hands in front of her heart. She's not really like, they don't show her body here. They show her more like, in her heart space with her eyes closed. It's not so much about what you see in the physical reality. It's not so much about what you hear in the physical reality. It's more so how it makes you feel. So it's very internal. It's really about going inside yourself and listening to your heart and recognizing when you feel that connection with your heart, when you know what your heart truly wants and desires, you're able then to make the right choices for yourself that are aligned with your heart. And then you can create and manifest what you truly desire, because you're not able to truly create what you want in life until you have that connection with your heart and soul. So there's something here about you really embracing the feminine within yourself, embracing those qualities of receptiveness and intuition, maternal instincts, creation energies that are very nurturing to the creation process, energies that are very sacred, because the feminine energy knows how to nurture new life. It's the, women birth babies. They bring souls into this world. And when we're pregnant with children, it's a very intuitive process. We know how to feed our babies. We know what they need. We know that we need nutrients and vitamins and fresh air and clean water and a clean home, and a quiet space sometimes. It can't always be noisy and busy. It can't always be talking about stuff that's not important. Like sometimes, there's this it's like honoring the nurturing quality of life. There's something that wants to gestate here, and I feel like you're being guided to feel into different things right now, or that you will have the opportunity to do that. Yeah, we have the Lovers here. So there's some sort of clear, authentic choice that you've made for yourself, rooted in your heart, to embrace who you really are, to embrace the truth of who you really are, to really get to know and heal, the parts of you that are ready to live and experience this life to the fullest. I'm feeling you really embrace your true nature, like in such a way that it's created this heart opening to occur, and there's no going back. And through this process, things may have happened or will happen that are beyond your control, and that's okay. It all needs to happen, and it's all serving a purpose. It's all beneficial for all the right reasons. Okay, it's going to allow you to really daydream and feel into decisions that are right for you, especially here with the Emperor. It's like you are in charge of your life. You are making the decisions for yourself that are right for you, no matter what. And this is what your soul is guided. Look at the King of Swords. You're able to speak your truth. You're in your full power. Okay, so this is really nice to see. And I feel like here, this is great with the masculine energy coming out with the feminine. You're able to nurture your feminine qualities and your masculine qualities when you're taking action in life. When it comes to making decisions that are rooted in your heart, being in tune with your feminine allows you to really feel into your heart and be in that vulnerable place within yourself and say yes to those things. And then in the physical reality, you're able to take action. You're able to make those actions happen. You're able to do it with confidence, with authority, knowing that you're the authority of your own life, and you're here, you can make the right judgment call. This energy is coming from your heart, and yet here's the King of Swords. He can speak his truth. He doesn't always need to. He's still going to make the right decisions. He's still going to listen to the truth, speak the truth, and connect in a way. And yet there's very stoic energy going on here, where it's not necessarily about, like, oh, I want to be happy. And then you envision yourself like, smiling and laughing because, that's a part of it. It's not necessarily what is a happy life. You know what I mean? Like, there's something here about you having this like profound awareness to what happiness really means to you, what it truly is for you, how it really matters in your life. And I feel like here your soul wants you to know that you're going to make the right choices for yourself. You're doing amazing. That your choices are aligned with love, with your authenticity, especially here with the Lover's card. And, I just love this because it's like getting to the root, the foundation of who you are, and then feeling your power and stepping into it, really stepping into it with that awareness. It's really beautiful. There's just such a natural, it's such a natural feeling. And, any time it feels difficult, you're able to just do it because you know that it's what you need to do. And it feels like the right thing to do. And you may even realize that it's not as hard as you necessarily thought it would be. Even when it is, it's like you're able to do it. You're able to embrace it. And, it's like showing you that you really are the king, the queen, the authority of your life. And there's no going back, and it's just so nice. It's so empowering in so many ways. Look at this, the King of Cups. Look at all three kings came out. I know there's one more, but you have unlimited power here. You can do that. You can do anything on this canvas. Anything, okay? So because the focus here isn't necessarily on money or business. This is about you and your personal growth. So I do love, I guess the Emperor, he's all four kings in one. For some reason I was seeing three of them, but it's okay. There's just something here about, there may have been more focus in the masculine side of things, in terms of like a lot of action being taken and feeling like you've had to really, be very physical in your reality. And so I feel like with embracing the feminine, it's a time where you can kind of take a deep breath and relax and be more, not have to move so much, not have to move around so much in terms of like, actions and all of that. Especially here with the King of Cups, there's something here about recognizing your power and feeling the ease in that. Feeling like, okay, I've achieved this. I've worked really hard for this. And now I don't feel like I have to work so hard anymore. You've shown yourself. And there's something here about the Lover's card and them being naked. Like there's a vibe of just like being more relaxed and more chill and like just being comfortable and not worrying so much about all the external, the external things, the clothes and the time and the schedules. And, I don't know, there's just something here about it, recognizing what's truly a priority, like what's truly at the foundation, the core of it, what really matters and what, allows you to embrace everything in your life when it's appropriate, when it's time. And, I don't know, this is really beautiful. Okay. I just feel a lot of growth for you right now and a lot of insight and a lot of recognition that there's a lot that can't be changed. There's no going back. There's only going forward. And whatever's happened is happened. Whatever's going to happen is going to happen. And it's knowing that you're going to be able to respond to everything that happens in your life from a place of integrity, no matter what. There's, it may feel like you're making mistakes sometimes. However, you just have to remember, as long as you're choosing to learn from all of it, there's never any mistakes, truly. You're just going to get better and better at making better decisions for yourself. And so it's all a part of the process of succeeding and growing. It feels like we're making mistakes sometimes, or, through the process, there's a period of time, even now, I mean, I feel like that's just part of being human, where we're not sure, are we doing the right thing? And like something happens, and then, but you'll learn, you'll be shown over time that as long as you're open to learning, it's gonna become wisdom, and then you're gonna realize that you get to a place in life where you're so glad you made those decisions, even though at times it felt chaotic or messy, or like you did something wrong. You're gonna realize you did all the right things, and it's not gonna be coming from a place of arrogance. It's gonna be coming from a place of pure humility. Like there's a humbleness, that comes with that, and recognizing that it's not about seeing things as failures. It's more so like recognizing that success is, it's trial and error. And so it can feel like we're making these little failures, but then we continue with it, and then we learn from it, and we're like, okay, well, I'm okay. I'm still succeeding. Like it's a process, It's like we're teaching ourselves through these situations and happenings. Hand of cards, take a chance, risk, being strategic, options, not showing hand, and gambling. So there may be something here where you feel like you need to take a risk. However, I feel like you're really keeping it to yourself right now. This is more about being strategic. It could feel like it's something out of the norm for you to do. Like it could feel like gambling. However, I feel like you know you're going to win. So I don't know. There's something here about you just, can't kind of having that poker face, like with the stoic look going on here, the poker face. Like you can just kind of keep this under wraps, keep it to yourself, because you're growing no matter what. And I feel like the more so that you can kind of keep this under wraps and keep this to yourself, just like the Emperor or the King of Swords would, to only feel like it's like just knowing that you don't have to be talking or speaking or sharing, everything on social media or anything, or telling your friends and family. You can just do your thing. And when you feel it's right to share anything, you will. And it's knowing that too. Anytime you feel it's right to share something, you will. You don't have to share anything. You're a sovereign being. You can do whatever you want. You're always going to share when you feel guided, when it's with the right person, when it's for the right reasons. Other than that, you're on your own. You get to do whatever you want. You're an adult, There's just this energy of like really recognizing that and seeing how well it serves you. And that's respecting yourself and honoring yourself. And then you recognize that in other people as well. It's like you're focused on your own life, not so caught up in what other people think or what they, are saying. It's like you're not even going to have to hear it. You know what I mean? So I know and affirm that my body is a friendly place to live. I have respect for my body and I treat it well. I affirm positive things about my body and tell it I love it often. So I'm feeling here that you're really being guided to be really extra kind and good to your body. Get in a habit of being really loving towards your body, thinking of your body in a healthy way, having gratitude for your body, for regenerating, for regrowing. Give it some nutrients when you feel you need it. It's simple as just like, you don't have to do something every single day, like be on a regimen or a schedule. It's that intuitive sense of knowing when to nurture yourself, when to give yourself a little extra love, a little extra care, and talking nice about yourself, in terms of your self-talk. When you look at yourself in the mirror, just choose to have a positive vibe about yourself. Focus on the good qualities, focus on the things you like, even if it's just like the clothes you're wearing, or appreciating your hair color, or whatever it is, like becoming more aware of like the habit of just being self-loving, self-kind, appreciating and having gratitude for your body. I'm always, if I think of my body, I'm grateful that it heals so quickly, that it's so healthy already, that it transmutes energies, that it detoxes when necessary, that I eat when I'm hungry and I can enjoy the things I like. I don't have to really think about it or worry about it. I'm naturally in the habit of just being in appreciation of my body, and it's so amazing, the body regenerates, you know, it regrows, it regenerates, it heals, it's so strong, it's so resilient, it can process so much. You know, it allows us to have this experience here on earth. Without a body, we'd just be a ghost, you know, we just be able to do all this. So it's like we're here now, and now is the time to really enjoy it and be grateful for it. And so it's a great habit to just, you know, make a part of your everyday life. If you know, it's not like something you think about every day once you're in the habit of it, of course, but I'm feeling like for you, it's like a new awareness and recognition of how awesome your body is. And we have chop wood, 42. Chop wood, carry water. So, you know, if there's any moments where you're feeling, you know, like you don't know what to do, or it's just you're hanging out at the house or whatever it is, just cleaning up, you know, sweeping, doing a little tidying, dusting, all that stuff. That's a very feminine way to embrace the feminine and just nurturing your space, cleaning it up, or, you know, helping the bookshelf look a little bit more straight. Like, you know, over time things happen. It's just like helps you notice the details. I feel like this is going to help you notice the little details in your life and how you can nurture them in very simple ways, and also be in that quiet, receptive mind where you feel productive and you feel good. And it's kind of like a time of waiting as you're feeling into things and allowing things to nurture and grow. Like the growth process, you know, like I feel like right now it's a time where it's a bit slower. You're going at a slower pace. And so these are ways that I feel, you know, it's good for your body too, to move it around and be a part of that nurturing experience in your own life, in your own home. It's not just so much about always being something or creative or whatever, it's just being yourself and, you know, feeling good about whatever you do in your life to create that feeling in your home that's really nurturing and loving. Okay, so it could be just some time to do a little spring cleaning. Allow yourself to just feel, you know, spruce things up or get some chores done, whatever it is. Everything's happening. Everything's happening. Sometimes there's nothing else you can do. You just gotta, you know, make the best use of your time. Oh, we have understanding, number 2. This card came out in the first message. So, you know, there's a lot of wisdom pouring in for you for deeper understanding between you and, you know, your intimacy and your intimate relationships. Understanding how you connect with yourself in an intimate way, in your heart space, you know, being in tune with what's really important for you and healing any sort of unresolved kind of imbalanced type of energies or behaviors. So if you're feeling frustrated or overwhelmed, doing something like sweeping or chopping wood, you know, that gets your mind off something. You feel good in your physical body. You're able to do something. It's productive for your life. The chores always have to get done at some point. So it's good. It's like a healthy way of being receptive. Like I'm feeling like here, there's this energy of being able to feel the beauty within your own heart and soul, even when you're doing chores. So it's like there's like some sort of balance going on here. And I feel like you're being guided to embrace the feminine a bit more than you're accustomed to. Maybe you embrace the masculine more, or you have been. So now it's a time for you to really embrace the feminine, the beauty, the flowers, you know, the essence of life, the lighting, the plants, the flowers, the trees, maybe even bringing in some plants in your home, having some flowers, planting some flowers outside, anything that feels really pretty and beautiful and serene. That's just going to, you know, connect you in with that aspect of yourself, that softness, allowing you to be more open and receptive and sensitive, you know, to the earth energies, to the qualities of beauty. The qualities of beauty are pure and true, and you can feel them in your heart. You know, there's no words that need to be exchanged in that matter. And it's like there's something I heard. It's like a rose smells just as sweet, even if you just call it a flower. You know, it's like it doesn't matter what it's called. It doesn't matter what the science is behind it. A rose, a flower that smells really good is beautiful, and you look at it, you touch it, it's created by nature. There's no words to explain how that was created. We just know it grew from nature. It's, you know, the life force energy, and there's so much magic in that, you know, without having to dissect it and be all scientific about it. So there's something here about kind of getting out of the logical mind and being in your heart space and your feelings, you know, feeling the energies. so that you can create something really beautiful and new. We have stone people, vigilance. Okay, so it could, like, I'm feeling the rocks here, the earth energy of the rocks, being very vigilant in this process. I feel like there's, it can be trying at times. Like it feels like, oh, I don't know. There's something here about the physical reality. I'm feeling you really wanting peace and serenity. So remain vigilant in this. Keep your heart open to this. Don't falter. I feel like you're so strong. You have such a strength to you that there's no way that you can fail at this. And there's a reason why you're so strong and resilient. So trust in that, okay? It's building your strength in ways. And now I feel like it's building your strength, and I feel like embracing the feminine is going to bring in this ease of like having to feel so strong all the time, having to feel so vigilant all the time. It's going to kind of break up that energy into something more subtle, more loving, more beautiful, more soft, more playful. And yet there's, you're able to maintain whatever there's kind of like a serious tone going on here, a more stoic energy. So you'll feel very comfortable and confident. Nurturing your body, getting some good nutrients or quality foods or just whatever it is. I'm feeling like, there's a balance here, like noticing the balance between the active movement of your body and the chill time or the relaxing time, where you can nurture yourself in ways that it's not just about like sitting on the couch and doing nothing, It's like, I feel like there's something here where it's just honoring what feels good for you, what feels comfortable. Maybe even, you may be someone who doesn't sit down very often. So you might like enjoy like sprucing up your couch and making it kind of comfortable where you can like kind of lay out and read a book, or like I have a rocking chair it was my grandma's rocking chair, and it's got a sheepskin on it that's always been there since I was like a little kid. And I have it by my bookcase, and I love sitting in it occasionally and reading a book. And I would rock my babies or my son in there when I was nursing him. And I'm staring at it right now, but it's like, there's moments where, when you do sit down, when you do relax, it's nice to have something that you've created that's like, special, that's like, intentional, and it's really nice. It's not just like your generic everyday whatever, that you picked up at the store. It's like something you were drawn to, something that's, it feels good and nurturing when you're actually engaging in that type of that activity. So I don't know, I'm just feeling something here, especially with the naked bodies. Like there's something about really tuning into the natural qualities of yourself and embracing them. Okay, so play around with that a little bit. Let's see here. Let me get one here from the Ascended Masters. Freedom, Hina. This is really beautiful. I feel like you're really moving into full freedom for yourself. This is a time to embrace, because it's, whatever hard work is going into it, whatever you need to do to stay vigilant, whatever chores, whatever seems hard, whatever the chaos is, with, any sort of spiritual awakening or change in life, like it's all worth it. Any sort of risk that you feel guided to take, your heart is leading the way, and it's leading you for freedom. And I feel like here's the, Hina, the feminine. There's just something here about the beauty, recognizing the quality of beauty and what that energy really means in your life, the quality of energy. This is your freedom, your path to freedom, and it's all here. You're so supported. You're so guided. This is so authentic for you. This is really rooted from your authentic choice. So it's all guided. It's all set up for you to succeed. There is no failure. None at all whatsoever. You're really mature. You've come a long ways. You're definitely, even if you ever feel doubts, remind yourself, like, I feel like you're going to be affirmed. And this, card of judgment, it's like affirming to me, especially here with the Emperor and the King of Swords and the Lover's card, all of them. You're making the right decisions for yourself. Okay. So to feel doubt is natural, except that you're going to immediately remind yourself that you're making the right decision. Even if it's not immediately, it's going to happen like, soon afterwards, you're going to be like, no, I'm fine. I am making, like, you're going to be affirmed in so many ways that it's just all a part of the process, and to keep going and keep trusting yourself. And you're going to continue to be guided in so many different ways to, really embrace this and settle into it in a way that just feels really natural for you. Okay. I feel like, friendly place to live. I feel like your whole environment is feeling more friendly to yourself. Your connection to yourself is more friendly, nicer to yourself, going a little bit easier on yourself, and just embracing it all, because, this is freedom. This is pure freedom that you're walking into, and it's growing, it's nurturing right now. Okay. So my goodness, group number 3, let me grab one more card here to close the message. We'll pull one here from Nature's Whispers. Be gentle with yourself, number 33. Okay, be gentle with yourself. I really am feeling that. Like, the guidance is to be gentle with yourself right now, especially during this time of change and growth. And I feel like you're always very, you're on it, you're someone who really likes to do it right. And you are, okay, that you can't make mistakes that you're not going to learn from. You're learning from everything, and that's what allows you to be such a wise, mature person. Mature people, wise people have made mistakes, and they choose to learn from them. That's what makes them successful. People who fail or see themselves as failing, they choose not to learn, so they never grow. We're human, we make mistakes. And yet there's no mistakes, right? When you choose to learn and you get better and better, and you just make better choices and you embrace it all. So be gentle with yourself. I'm really seeing, like, as you're gentle with yourself, I feel like the color, the life, the depth, the texture, the beauty really shines through for you. And that's, the beauty affirms it. When you feel it, when you recognize it, that quality of beauty, you're on the right path. You know that you're doing the work. And it may be new to be, doing work that's so gentle. But I feel like this is really important for you to experience life in a way that's truly fulfilling for yourself. It's what's going to allow you to make decisions for your heart, that fulfill your heart, that are easier on your heart, that allow your heart to grow and become more resilient and enjoy your life, and really enjoy your life. Like, for real. Like, I feel you really enjoying it, feeling satisfied, feeling contentment, feeling gratitude, that you don't just have to be, vigilant and be the boss and be the authority and all this stuff. Like, there's something here about embracing, this friendly vibe, and this more quiet, receptive, intuitive vibe, and freedom. And, there's a lot of naked bodies here. It's like beautiful, it's like there's beauty. It makes you smile. It makes you feel good. Like, it's a really great energy. Okay. So be gentle with yourself, be good to yourself, enjoy the beauty. And I'm so grateful that you guys all tuned in with me, guys and gals here. And be prepared for a deeper understanding. It's just like you're going to understand everything and why it's all happened. And I feel a lot of gratitude here for you. Okay. So with that, beautiful heart and souls, thank you again for tuning in. Thank you to all my lovely, beautiful subscribers. I love you so much, infinitely. I'm so grateful to be here with you. If you are new to the channel and the message resonated, please do subscribe. And I will be back again very soon with another beautiful message for all of you. So be good to yourselves. Be gentle, okay? And I'll see you again very soon. Infinite love always. Peace.